This is a great start to the video. Hello beautiful people of the internet! I have been getting quite a few compliments about my hair lately because, as you may have noticed, my hair is this color now. Bright pinkish purple pink. Bright. So I've been getting a lot of comments on my hair, some more positive than others, and I thought that I would make a video about that because there is a reason why it is this color and it comes with a whole story. So today I thought I'd just sit down, I grabbed myself my favorite latte drink, and I am going to talk about how I ruined my hair. So it all started with the last hair color that I have. I don't know if you recall, but before I had like this weird pink color, my hair used to be half orange, half red. So if you've seen my previous videos or if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter or anything, you will have noticed that the colors faded out rather quickly. And that was actually the main issue I had with having my hair in two different colors, really. I had it once before when I had the blonde in my hair because my hair used to be bright orange at the time. So I used to like mix my hair color in my conditioner and then just condition my head with colored hair conditioning to keep the color vibrant. But when I had two different colors, I couldn't do that because I would color the blonde with it, so I didn't. And I kind of had the same problem when I had like the half orange, half red kind of thing. The colors faded rather quickly and I couldn't just mix a color with my conditioning because if I were to apply that on my head, I would like have one solid color again. And that was not what I was going for. So a lot of the time my hair would just look blonde or faded out. I had to go and buy new hair dye about every week, week and a half, something like that. And then I had to do the whole process of dyeing my hair all again, and it's just so tiring and honestly expensive as well because you have to buy like two different pots of color and then you have to dye them separately, and it just took a lot of time and a lot of money, and at some point I just got tired of that. So I got the brilliant idea to change my hair color. I'm actually thinking about doing my hair a bluish green color, but I still had like a tiny bit of hair dye left that I wanted to use at first. So I thought, why not have like a pinkish color in between, because then I can see how it suits me, and although pink is not my favorite color, I do think it's kind of a really cool hair color to have. So I wanted to try that before I permanently went to the greenish blue kind of thing. And since I still had a little bit of red left with a very, very purple undertone in it, I thought I'd use that, which is what I did. So I had conditioner left, I mixed my hair color with my conditioner, and I applied it to my head. But before I applied it to my head, I had to bleach my head. There was still tones of red and orange in there, and I was a bit scared that the red and the orange would still kind of show through. So I bleached my head again, but that is actually where I kind of went wrong. First of all, bleach needs to be in a specific measurement, so you have to have a specific amount of bleaching powder with a specific amount of developer. I don't have like the things to measure everything with, so I just eyeball it, and I've always done it like that and it's always worked for me, which is actually very bad. Do not eyeball your bleach, because if you get the measurements wrong, things can get totally wrong, like they did with me. But I'm gonna go there in a second. So the measurements, they were not right, which is the first thing that kind of went wrong with me. The second thing that went wrong is I kind of left my bleach in for too long. On your package of bleach, every single package of bleach you get, it says how much developer you need to mix with it and how long you have to let it set on your hair. They have specific instructions, and there's a reason that they have specific instructions, I have noticed later on. I mixed too much bleach to begin with, so when I did my roots, I still had quite some bleach left. So I decided to like take the front part of my hair and just bleach that as well, because I thought, you know, hair color sticks better on bleached hair, and I thought that the pink would like get better on these sides of the hair, and I'd rather have it on the front because, you know, people look at you in the front, and you know, I don't know what I was thinking, but that was kind of my thought process at the time. So with that in mind, I bleached like the entire front part of my hair as well, and then I did the horrible thing and I left my bleach in for too long. I'm used to leaving hair dye in for too long, especially the semi-permanent ones, and especially a love that when you like do it with hair conditioning, it's not really that bad for your hair, and I feel like it makes the colors more intense. I don't know. I always leave my semi-permanent hair dye a lot longer in my hair than I'm actually supposed to, than it says on the package. And it's always worked out. And I think that I wasn't really thinking too well at the time, and I wasn't really thinking much of it, so I kind of just treated my bleach as if it were hair dye. So I just left the bleach in, I went upstairs, did my thing, and after an hour I realized that I still had my hair full of bleach, and that's when I thought, you know what, it's not that bad. I mean, I can leave hair dye in, so why wouldn't I be able to leave hair bleach in for a longer amount of time? Yeah. That's where I went wrong. Terribly wrong. I was so wrong. Oh my god. I was supposed to leave it in for 40 minutes. 40 minutes was like the maximum amount of time you could leave it in your hair. Like I said, I left it in for an hour, which is like a third of the time more than I was supposed to. Yeah. I don't know how my brain works, it just happened. So yeah, with that in mind, I kind of went to the bathroom and I washed out the bleach. And then I noticed that I had way more hair in my hands than I usually have when I bleach or color my hair. And that is when I started to get the creeps. You know that feeling when you feel that something's not right? It kind of boils up inside of you, but it's not really fear. It's just like the leading up to the fear. That is what I felt at that point. I was not used to having so much hair, like just pulled out of my head like that. I started feeling really bad inside, and the more I combed it or washed it, the more hair I had in my hands, and that's when I realized I fucked up. I didn't touch my hair for the rest of the evening because I really had the creeps inside. Like, I felt so bad. So the first thing I did after that was treating it with conditioner and with a hair mask and just try to kind of save it, I suppose, which didn't really work because every time that I did this with my hair, I had hair in my hands. See, even now, I don't think you can actually see it, but I have hair that I just pulled out by doing this. It's still falling out and I feel terrible. Anyway, I did so many things for my hair, so the next day when I did all the treatment hair things, I needed to dye my hair because I do not suit whitish blonde hair. So like I was planning to, I mixed a little bit of pinkish red that I had left with my conditioner and I applied it to my hair. I guess that's the healthiest way to kind of dye your hair. I don't know, it's the healthiest way that I know of, I'm gonna put it that way. So I put it on my hair, dyed my hair with the pinkish color, and the first thing I thought when I washed that out was still, oh my god, I'm still losing so much hair, what is happening? And the second thought that I had was when I looked at myself in the mirror, it was not the bubble gumish pastelish pink that I was going for. Oh no, this was bright flamingo pink. That was like the next concern that I had. It was like, oh my god, this is not the color I wanted. But you know, I've had colored hair before. I know from experience that these things fade out rather quickly, so I wasn't too concerned about it. So I made a few pictures, posted it on my Twitter and stuff because I really liked that color of hair, especially when it faded out. I really liked it. But then, of course, after washing it a few times, it became blondish again, and I still wanted to like have this pinkish tone in it. So at some point I went to Antwerp with a friend and I decided to pick out a color that I have never used before. I don't know why I did that, but for some reason it seemed like a good idea. There were a lot of pinkish toned colors in the Direction collection, so I thought I'd just pick out a color that I thought looked really cool. It was a bit darker than the flamingo pink, and it just seemed like I would really enjoy that color, also because they had like a little purplish tone to it, and I thought it would be really cool, especially if I mixed it up with my conditioner and make it a bit lighter. For some reason I thought it would be a really good idea. So I take the color home, mix my conditioner with the color, and I immediately see that the color is darker than I intended to. But it's okay because it was still a lovely color. So again, applied it on my hair and then I leave it in for a longer amount of time than I'm actually supposed to, and then I wash it out. And that was like the third mistake that I made, because when I looked into the mirror, my hair was neon pink. It was almost fluorescent, is that how you say it? I had the feeling that if I turned out the light that you could still see my hair because it was that bright. This is absolutely not the color that I wanted it to have. Like, not in the slightest bit does it even resemble the color that I wanted to have. So yeah, needless to say, I made a lot of hair mistakes, and that in the span of only a week time. The thing is though, the more I look at this hair, the more I kind of like it. Even though this is not the way I really wanted my hair to be, I still don't think that it's that bad. At first I wasn't too sure if I liked it or not, I'm gonna be completely honest, because it is so much brighter than I'm used to, but I guess I kind of got used to it, and now I actually kind of like it. The thing though is that because I used too much bleach that one time, I still lose my hair hair way more than I'm actually used to. And you may think it doesn't look that bad, but that's because I got quite good at, you know, covering the things up. You know what? I'm gonna show you. I used to put my hair up in a bun, like here. You can already see it. Now I can't do that anymore because this part is short. This is literally hair that broke off because I just bleached it too much. And it goes all the way up to here. You see this? This is the shortest my hair has ever been. This whole thing of hair here is hair that just broke off, and I feel so terrible about it. I used to make my fringe rather big, so I would take hair from here and just put it in this big emo fringe. I can't do this anymore because you have this. When I used to comb my hair in this emo fringe again, I used to have a full fringe like you see here. Now it's like see-through. This is not how my hair was supposed to look like. It still breaks off very easily. Everywhere I go, I lose big strands of pink hair. It didn't used to be this fragile, so it kind of hurts. Like I said, I've gotten pretty good in covering it up. When people look at me and they don't know that I'm missing a lot of hair, they don't really see it that much. So I guess I'll be okay in a way, but that's basically what happened. My advice to you, don't be a rebel and do whatever you want when it comes to hair bleach, because you will absolutely ruin your hair. Read the instructions. They're there for a reason. I have learned my lesson now, so not only am I not going to touch bleach for the next 3 months or so, I'm also sure that I will from now on always read every single instruction that I read on packages, because you don't want to end up with pieces of your hair just falling off, because trust me, it is not a pleasant feeling to just go through your hair and have strands of hair in your hands like that. It feels fucking terrible. Please don't be a fail like me. Read instructions and avoid this mess, because trust me, you will not feel good about it. So yeah, that was my hair disaster story, I suppose. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I haven't done a story time in a long time, and honestly I'm still not sure if it's something I'm really good at, but I really wanted to share this story because I have been very stupid, but maybe I can avoid that someone else is going to be stupid and ruin their hair. Although sometimes you have to go through it yourself to actually have a lesson that you can learn from it, but I hope you're not as stupid as I am. So there you have it, that's the video. So now I told you my embarrassing story and how I ruined my hair. So now I want to know about you guys. Have you ever had a bleaching or coloring fail that you'd like to talk to me about? Did you ever decide to cut your own hair or cut someone else's hair? Or did your hairdresser fuck up something really bad? I don't know. I want to know all of your hair stories, so please share them with me in the comments below if you want to. I love reacting to comments and I love communicating with you guys. It's one of the most fun things about this channel, really. I really like to strike up conversations and stuff, so tell me all your crazy hair stories. I want to know all of them. And on that note, I think I will end this video because, again, this is getting way too rambly and I will probably have a hard time editing this again into something coherent and not too long. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you very soon. Bye!